Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In this episode, I'm going to be doing the Forges of Khazad-dûm. It's a very cool instance. And again, the way the quests work here is a little bit confusing, so I do kind of want to go over that just momentarily. Let me get rid of this for now. So if you remember, you do have to speak with one of the dwarves in the 21st Hall to pick up this quest here, Enemies of Lothlorien, in which you get tasked with helping some dwarves accomplish tasks in the Grand Stairs, which I did a couple episodes ago, and also in the Forges and in Filgashen. Once you've picked up this quest, then other ones open up. Specifically pertaining to the Forges of Khazad-dûm, you get some quests that open up with Palmar here. So let me go ahead and speak with him.
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with Lord Val.
The Forges are lost to us now, but we will reclaim them one day, and there is no time like the present to begin. Rolf and Sigurd, my two aides, need help in clearing out the Forges. They can be found here within Anazarmicum. Speak with them, learn of their duties that they are beholden to, and when you have finished assisting them, I will send word to Narfi that you have successfully aided in staving off the invasion of Lothlorien. While I have little love for the elves, it will do us little good if their greatest stronghold falls. Okay, so as you can see, once you pick up that quest, several other quests open up here.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
If what I surmise is true, this Uruk is no common foe. It is a black Uruk of Mordor, a blackened spirit riding the Uruk's own strength. It is possible that this fiend is even unknown to the army it leads, but who can say for certain? It may all be a trick of light in this place and dark shadows that lurk in every hall of this once prestigious home. Use caution and shield yourself from flame and shadow when you face this foe. Enter the Forges of Khazad-dûm southwest of Anazarmicum and defeat Krenkluk, the leader of the orcs in the Forges.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
So this guy will open up some quests within Filgashen, which will be the next episode, so I'm going to ignore him for now.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
It is a terrible shame what happened here, when I think of all the wonders that were forged within the true fires of this place, and then I think of this. Well, there's no time to dwell on that. There's work to be done, and that means I must tell you a bit about this place. Within the walls of the Forges of Khazad-dûm, you'll find orcs, uruks, goblins, and mindless trolls. The goblins mine, the trolls carry foul-smelling powder to and fro, and the uruks fire the forges so they can craft their arms, all while carrying bits of precious mithril everywhere they go. Mind you, the mithril is no bigger than a silver, the width of your fingernail, but with enough, oh, the wonder of it. Regardless, the mithril is rightfully ours. I ask that you go there and collect it from the orcs within. You will find the Forges of Khazad-dûm to the southwest of Anazarmicum. Make your way there and return to me with the bits.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I will tell you this, Kippen. There are some fates worse than death. For tools of the dwarves, one such fate is to be held in the hands of an orc. And that is precisely what transpires within the Forges of Khazad-dûm. If I had not seen the tools myself, I would not believe it. But I saw them leaning against the anvil as the Uruk forged away. Such a thing is incomprehensible to my poor eyes. I will not abide this. I need you to collect the dwarf tools from within the Forges of Khazad-dûm. You will know them, as they rest against the orc anvils throughout the forges themselves. Collect them and return them to me. You can find the Forges of Khazad-dûm to the southwest of Anazarmicum. Finally, let me talk with this guy.
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with Lord Bali.
I do not speak much of this, but the Uruk leader of this place has something of a darkness dwelling behind his eyes. Rolf knows more of this than I, as he has spent much time deciphering and looking at the old tomes and studying runes. Speak with him about the blackness of the Uruk leader of the Forges. You can find him here in Anazarmicum. So I've already spoken with him about it.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
I, Palmar, and I both saw the black fire in the Uruk's eye. There is something within it that is not normal. I have seen such things before, I fear, but only in the most fiendish of creatures. There are tales that tell of spirits giving wargs the power of speech, and the black powers of the world that make the dead rise. I surmise that this is the same power that flows to the Uruk master of the Forges, but there is naught that proves this, and so we can only surmise. Nevertheless, I would suggest that you shield yourself well against the forces of fire and shadow before you face this terror. And again, he just has the Phil Goshen quests.
Dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
And then, again, this guy's some repeatable quests, so there's no point in seeing him. And then the forges themselves are going to be all the way over here. So let me take a goat to the Crossroad of Ash. Now, the other thing to be aware of with the forges and some of the quests within is that, similar to the Grand Stairs, there are 2 dwarves in the 21st Hall that cycle through some repeatable quests within each of the 6 instances here in Moria, and depending on the day of the week, they'll give you a different quest. So I'm gonna have to come back and redo the forges at some point, because it's just random what quests they give you. So there are a couple other forge quests that I just can't pick up right now because it's not the right day of the week, I guess. However, there is this one here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hail, friend. I speak for my fellow lore masters when I ask for your aid in no small task. Within the forges of Khazad-dûm is a specter of fire known as Ringal. Apparently, he has caused no small amount of strife in the days since Durin's Bane first came to Moria. If you would aid one of my fellow lore masters in felling this foul creature, you would have our eternal gratitude and a small token of our appreciation. So if you remember, this is similar to aiding Hunter quest within the Grand Stairs. Unfortunately, I can only pick up the quest, but I can't actually activate it to do it within the forges. It has to be a lore master that has the quest. So that may fester in my inventory or my quest log for a while before I'm able to do it. But eventually I'll get around to it. Now let's go ahead and head south. And again, this guy's going to be a captain.
Please, stay a moment.
And that's going to be in Phil Goshen. So that's for the next episode. But for now, let's go ahead and head south to the instances here. Actually, I believe it's up here. You can always pick them up from the instance finder. But for now, I like to cinematically come here. Now, I can't remember which one is which. So this is Phil Goshen. I believe the forges are over here on the right. There we go. This is the forges of Khazad-dûm. So let's go ahead and go inside.
At the height of Durin's reign, the forges of Khazad-dûm were once famed for producing great crafts of beauty and majesty. Now they have fallen into misuse by the orcs, which now infest the ancient halls of Moria, spewing forth their terrible tools of war.
Great, so I'm gonna find some friends to help me with this, and I'll be back momentarily. Alright, so I got someone from my fellowship to come help, but he only has about 20 minutes. I don't know if we can clear this in 20 minutes. I think it takes more like 30, but we'll see. He said he's willing to give it a try. I may have to do some editing and pick up someone else if this guy has to go. Well, let's try it out. He's max level, so might go quickly. This does require 2 people because there are certain tasks that need to be done. There's also that gosh high skirmisher hiding back here. And the dwarf tool is actually all the way back here for one of the quests. Let me go ahead and pick that up. Excellent. Okay, so once we start this fight, I'll actually have to pick up this barrel here and blow up this entrance, otherwise ads are going to keep pouring in, and I think I got to blow up both sides actually, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see about doing that. I think I dropped it. I did drop it. That kind of sucks. Let me see about picking it up. I can't do it if I have aggro on me, though. I don't know why they're all aggroing on me. Doesn't really make sense. I guess he's doing single target damage. Let me go ahead and pour this on here. There you go. That blocks that entrance. And then you got to do the same thing on the other side. So we go ahead and blow this up. There we go. And then I believe the way forward opens here. Excellent. Now, gotta be honest, I forgot how this boss works. It has been years. Well, we'll see what happens. Now, I do have these water pouches. I put this on my tracker here, on my quick slots. And if you get a fire debuff, you have to use those water pouches or else you get a nasty damage over time. So let me come up here and start it. Wow, that was quick. My God. I think this boss calls out your name, and if he calls out your name, you have to break line of sight, or else he does a very strong attack on you. Alright, so there's that. Let me go ahead and pick up this. And then there's these strong box as well. And then I think from here we actually go down. Either side is okay. I think the right side here is actually a little bit shorter. So let's try that. And then we can take some checkpoints here at the platforms. You may have noticed some trolls walking around on these tracks, and you definitely don't want to touch them. Alright, so let's move down to the next platform. Yeah, so see if that troll touches you, he does do some damage and he stuns you for a hot second. Not that big of a deal though. You just don't want to be fighting on the tracks if you don't have somebody over leveled helping you out. Alright, here we got a couple of these bad boys. Just gonna Leroy in here. And I am silenced. So that's why I can't attack here. That is a long silence, man. 10 seconds. Alright. Now, this fight is a little bit more complex. So ads are going to be coming out. So I'm going to have to use these barrels to blow up all 6 of these passages. I believe once I blow those up, the boss comes down and then he does summon a couple of trolls as well. If the trolls are well together, they kind of heal each other. So it does get a little bit complicated. But hopefully he can do DPS fast enough to where it doesn't really impact many things. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so let me pick up some barrels here and start trying to blow things up. So I like to start with these far ones first. That didn't work. I don't know why that didn't work. Not sure why that didn't work. I think the boss has to come down first, maybe? Trying to remember. Let me try something else here. No. Not sure what's happening here, gonna be honest. Let me see if he knows. There we go. Something's coming because now I'm in combat. There we go. There's a couple of skirmishers. And they came from over here, so let me see if I can blow this up. Although I ran out of thing. I think I have to go over there because that's where they came out of. Let me try again. I just dropped the barrel before I made it. Really? The troll is oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry about that. The troll appeared like he was gone, so I thought it was gonna be okay, but I was a little too eager. Alright, this better work. There we go.
Is that all you can say?
Oh my god, that took forever.
We shall have to remedy this situation.
Alright, so now I think I can go that way. Although I have to wait for this troll. Hopefully I have enough time and don't drop it. There we go. Excellent. And now let me do the two close ones. This guy's gonna interrupt me. So I think it's gonna be that side right there. So I guess you have to do them on a certain order. Obviously the ones that are open are the ones you have to do. Come on, don't draw. Ah, dang it, there's a troll. That sucks, it's really annoying. I need stun immunity is what I need. But you can kind of get the idea, and obviously this isn't as weird of a fight if you have a full group, because you can devote specific people to blocking each gate here. There we go.
Time to call the reinforcements.
So now he calls in trolls from the two middle passages. There you go. There's two of them. Get my ass beat by them. There we go. Let me blow up these two middle passages. There you go, that's one. And then I'll get the other side, and then finally the boss should come down. And that ought to do it, hopefully. Okay. So that is everything, and now I'm just a little bit confused as to why nothing's happening. I think it's bugged because I think the boss was supposed to come down when the two trolls came down. Dang it, I really think it bugged. Let me try to figure this out. I might have to do some editing. I don't know. I think it bugged out though. I think he was supposed to come down already. Looks like this last passage is open. I don't know why. I was pretty sure that I had already done it. but maybe it reopened. Let me try to blow it up again. See what happens.
Does not know defeat.
There we go. I thought for sure it had already done that one. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. So done with that. Let's get the strong box. It's a pocket item. Not the best. Don't really care for it. And now we're gonna keep going down. And the challenge is to kill the final boss within 30 minutes of killing the first boss. So we're on pace for that. Let me just wait for my friend here, and then we can take out this group and keep going down. And then let me pull up some of my quests here. Alright, let's go. I was sure I blew up all 6 passages on that boss. I don't know why that last one that I had to reopen, unless I'm just going crazy. I'm like super stunned here. Alright, excellent. Let's keep moving. Let me wait for this troll. That way I don't get stunned. I love the design of that, how they're chained down by the neck on this railing. It's really brutal, but kind of cool. Alright, so this is the final area. You definitely don't want to put yourself in these large flame jets. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. Pretty quick there. There is another strong box. Some interesting items that you can get here in this instance. These trolls are pretty cool. And this is the final boss area over here. You will notice that flame is going to spew out from some of these, and you're going to have to avoid that. It's going to go around in a circle, so you have to stay in front of it or else you're going to get hit. Let me pick up this ill-treated pickaxe here. Excellent. And let me make sure this guy's ready, and then we'll go in and kill him. Let's do it.
I said I wish not to be disturbed. This had better be worth it.
And here we go. Final boss. He's still making his way up here.
Now, die. Does this mean you wish to fight?
So he does summon some ads along the way, and then you do have to chase him down the arena.
Your attempt to bolster your so-called friends ends me.
I don't know why he's absorbing.
Fight. I haven't had this much fun in ages.
So he does call you out. If he calls you out, you have to stop hitting him, or else he'll do a ton of damage.
Not anger me again.
See, so if he says something like that, I don't want to attack him, or he'll do a ton of damage on me.
It has come to this. You give me no choice but to unleash the full fury of this force.
So this is when he...
I warn you.
There we go. So that's when he unleashes the flame here, and you have to stay in front of it. Alright, so that was that. Perfect. Make sure you loot the body. There is a quest item on this guy. So there's the quest item. The note is terribly damaged by fire, but the bits still convey some meaning, which is frightening and clear. Egosh and Krakuk were indeed something more nefarious than they appeared. Monsov may well know what they are, but he is unaware of their allegiance to the true enemy. General Talug of Phil-Goshen is nothing more than a gift from the Black Uruks to Monsov. The note continued to explain that General Talug's army was growing more massive by the day and would soon be for some manner of transformation. You should bring this to Tater, Narfi's agent launching Phil-Goshen and Anazarmikim. Alright, so got that. Got all this junk here. Let's go ahead and loot the strongbox. No, he's using it, but that's okay. And pull up my quests. Alright. And then the Lore Master quest is somewhere over here, but since we don't have a Lore Master, we can't really do it. I think it's in one of these little caves here towards the end. And again, unfortunately, you do need a Lore Master in the group for that. Let me go around here. I think there's like a quick exit out of the instance. Not through there. Let's see. Right through here. This thing right here. So, let me show you. So, Lore Master. This quest here, if we had a Lore Master in the group, he'd be able to interact with this. And then a Fire Grim boss would appear over here and we'd be able to kill it, called Ruin Gall. So this is going to fester in my inventory, or my quest log for a while, similar to this Hunter quest. Hopefully one day I'll be able to do these, but it's going to be hard to find people of a specific class that need the quest, and then I'll have to come in and help them. But anyways, let's step out here and go turn in these quests at Anazarmikim. So are these all at Anazarmikim? Yes, they are. So you know what? I'll just fast travel over there. That way we can turn it in nice and clean. So that is the forges. It was a lot of fun back in the day doing it on level. Obviously it's a little anticlimactic with a high level running you through it, just blasting you through. And the fight mechanics are really fun and interesting, and it really forces the group to work together as a cohesive unit. It was a lot of fun. It was one of my favorite instances back in the day.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Just one second, let's do this. This is a great victory, Kippen. This foe was something more terrible than I feared, and still you walked out of the flaming depths victorious. I will tell Palmar of all you have done. Just one second, let me answer my kinship here. Alright.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Mithril, it is not much, but enough to put a smile on the face of this old smith. I will keep this well and safe and offer you such great thanks that you might never know how pleased I truly am.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
There now, little hammer and vice. We have seen you safely home. Well, Kippen has at any rate. You have my blessing, my friend, and I will be sure to inform Palmar. Thank you for all you have done. And then I'm going to leave this one for now for just a second.
The House of Durin will live forever.
Aye, Roth and Sigir both said that you proved a most willing and capable ally. We are fortunate to have folk like you aiding us here. Were it not for you, the orcs may have turned out more arms than we could have handled, and a fully armed and armored force would have swept clear through the Dimrill Dale. Fortune shines on us that this will not be the case. You have my thanks, and word has been sent to Narfi that you are true, honest, and decisive. You have our thanks, Kippen.
I am not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
So this quest is going to segue us into Philgoshen. So if you remember at the Grand Stairs, we picked up an item from the final boss there, which connected him with the final boss of the Forges, and together there's a conspiracy here unfolding that they are under the command of another boss in Philgoshen, which will be the site of the next episode. So it all unfolds and leads into each other very well. It's kind of cool. Preposterous. Raph was correct. I owe him an ale. Aye, we made a wager. He was telling tales of how Orc seems to have strange shadow around its eyes. I should have listened. It means that we need to be swift about our assault against Philgoshen, I fear. Time is now of the essence and necessity, it seems. Alright. So, if you are excited about that, be sure to come back for the next episode, because in that one I will definitely be heading to Philgoshen for another instance. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.